welcome. Thank you so much for coming. If you're new here, welcome. If you are coming back, welcome back. We are jumping into season 2, part 1 of Idaho. I had a question in my TikTok inbox to look into Scott Green, the president of Idaho State. There was rumor that it was the dean of the school, and Eric Olson, a Navy SEAL. I can be the only one who 3 of Cups, they're all dancing and celebrating, and the Emperor. Tears falling down the party. I think BK, Brett Kalpaka, whatever that kid's name is still alive. I think we reports to them for the 3 of Cups. They signed a contract. Yeah, we're going to do this. I'm not making fun of you. I just want to send you all the love and light. And I'm sorry that you're in the spot that you think this is a great idea, but you're making deals with the devil and it's your life. It's your comrade. But 10 of Wands, you're going to get stuck in the woods. Oh, here we have the Empress. I asked Ethan and we got an okay. First of all, they framed Brian Cooper. I'll tell you that right now. But I originally thought of doing this just as an audio. And then all of a sudden it was like, no, you have to record this. So did some research after I read on them just from Wiki. So you could get a little bit of background. But it's also, I'm going to go look for the reading we did about the 2021 audit. I think that was the one that was missing. Unless you know accounting, then you have to say. So the other night, after we got that someone is making a ton of money on this situation, and simple, you don't even have to go to cop camp or anything. You can just watch TV. And you know that you always start inside their inner circle when you find someone, according to cold cases. And then you follow the money. So what I did was I went to the University of Idaho's financial statement and I downloaded it just in case it mysteriously disappears. But I have questions and I haven't even really looked into it. And I did take business accounting. I went to school. So I have, my background is business, but I don't love accounting. And maybe this is a really simple answer. But the question that I have is the financial statements that are posted on the website right now say June 30th, 2022 for the previous year. Okay, that's probably no problem. That's no problem. That's not the sketchy part. The sketchy part is there's not June 30th, 2022 or 2023, the previous year. We know they got a big grant, but to me, that just sounds suspicious. That's sus to me. And I'm not an accountant, so perhaps that's really normal in the accounting world. But I think that that's something. I downloaded them just in case they disappear. I actually just spent a couple hours looking at it. I don't know. If there's an accountant in here or anyone who knows any more about it, please jump in because I thought it was weird. And if you can save me a couple hours, if not, we are going to do a deep dive together. If there's not a reasonable explanation, then I feel like that's a pretty good place to look. The introduction is about 3 minutes long. It's explaining who these guys are. I read the wiki in case you're driving. I am trying to be very mindful of that. And then you'll be able to see the cards on the floor. With that, I will thank you all for coming and tell you I love you. This is the Wikipedia write-up for Scott Green. He is Coomer Scott Green, born in 1962, is an American businessman and academic administrator serving as the 19th president of the University of Idaho in Moscow. Green took office in July 2019. He has been characterized as a non-traditional choice for the role, as he has neither a doctorate nor a background in higher education. His career. Green began his career at Boise Cascade, a manufacturer of forest products headquartered in Boise. After completing his MBA at Harvard, he worked for Goldman Sachs and ING Bearings. Green served as CAO of Wheel, Goschel and Mannix. I don't know how to pronounce that. Executive Director at Wilmer Cutler, Pickering, Hale and Dorr, and CEO of Pepper Hamilton. He served as Global Chief Operating and Financial Officer of Hogan Lovells, a multinational law firm in New York City office. In April of 2019, the Idaho State Board of Education unanimously approved Green's appointment to the IU presidency at an annual salary of $420,000. In 2023, President Green initiated a deal with Apollo Global Management to create a nonprofit in an effort to acquire University of Phoenix. In October, Attorney General Raul Labrador subpoenaed Green, demanding a number of records related to the University of Phoenix acquisition. So let's start with Scott Green and just see what his story is. Oh, that was cut weird, but it's a 3 of diamonds. Hold on, I have to recut these. Queen of Swords. Harriet. Oh, great. Death. He's haunting you, and I'm here for it. All of you. We have the Queen of Swords. In this context, the Queen of Swords is D-bag. But guess what? Guess who showed up? Dun dun dun. Drum roll, please. I'm here. I'm here. Don't forget about me. Well, right off the rip, it's like clockwork. So, I don't even feel like I have to be cryptic anymore. What are you going to do? But welcome to the team, or welcome to the table. Everyone's invited to have a seat. Your voices matter too. Well, I'll just give you one guess. Who showed up? We have a Queen of Swords. We have the King of Swords. We have the World, which has represented Ethan, or the 4. This is the first card that he showed me when I don't usually channel through tarot cards. I like doing it, but usually I just do it. So this was the card, and it was like, this is an ending. The world's done. So the only 2 people, well, mostly this one, Queen of Swords. She's about 22 years old, 114 pounds. Used to live at 1122 King Road. Lived through a massacre. Might have heard of her. This has also shown up as her. The only curious thing that then the other cards that have notoriously shown up for them. Remember when I was asking her if her well was running dry? That was in reverse again. 5 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles. So the 4 of Pentacles in reverse is like, well, 4s are pillars. Think of the foundation of your home. If it's in reverse, it's like not a stable home. You're like not building a future on stability. It's like you're building it on sand. It can be thinking too critically of yourself, thinking too harshly. It's like I'm telling you, the well is running dry. Hello. What do we call it? Oh, the Hierophant. Those are the heroes of this story. The Hierophant is doing what they said they were going to do. So then, well, we have these 2. I don't want to say anything about it yet. Well, I haven't even cut them. These are just the cards that jumped. That just wanted to get ready before the entree. So we'll cut Page of Pentacles. You don't say. 7 of Wands. Well, wands are fire. Wands are also like, they get the spark going. It's also, I would call this a defensive card in this moment. We have the Empress. She gets that card a lot too. Well, I'm going to say that Sharon Archer was unfortunately, I would say that she's This is Dylan, or it could be any one of the regulars. We call them regulars. This is like Cheers. Everyone knows your name. Come on over. So this is like can't sleep, insomniac. I've been reading it like people are starting to see between the lines. This is the Three of Wands. Is it 3 or 2? 2 of Wands. So 2s are duality. This guy looks like he's planning a trip. Maybe taking a pause, taking a break. Well, we know that the exporting business is at a standstill. I can tell you that. We don't even have a cup on here. Cups can be addiction or drugs, drinking, whatever. There's not one cup, but there's a lot of pentacles in reverse, and there's a lot of stress and anxiety. This is like a super anxious card. Well, according to the Divine Reading Tarot, I would say that she has a lot of reason to be stressed. And that is amazing. So we have this guy wandering off. All right, so got this. We don't have to keep going. She feels like the weight of the world is on her. Ace of Wands in reverse too. So this card is my D card. This is also, wait, can you see it? Oh, it's in reverse. I'm sorry. I just picked up. It landed in reverse. So it's not my D. This is the D card. Take that with what you will. This is like in reverse. So wands are sparks, wands are fire. Wands are also like, well, I would say that she's hopeless because it's right next to the king. So and they're both two-faced, and don't forget about me. Don't forget, I'm here. Hey, you just asked me to come. So, this has represented, I have a number of nicknames for her because she's earned all of the Chariot, and it's Mazzy's part in this. Well, the card that just jumped is the King of Swords. This might be a crying night. I feel like I'm already getting choked up. So then we have the 5 of Pentacles, the 6 of Wands, 5 of Wands, the Sun. The card that jumped is the King of Wands. That has notoriously 1111 Tarot also got a feminine standing in her masculine. Because the other side doesn't have sex, like it doesn't have masculine and feminine, like bodies, like a female body. It's just us and the Matrix that have that. So the King of Swords, I'm going to take that for what it is. We have the 10 of Wands here, the same Queen of Swords. Let's call her D-bag. She gets that card a lot. She gets the King and Queen of Swords. She gets Queen of Wands a lot. But what this is telling me, we don't have to go that far into it. I can tell you just from looking at it that she's definitely working with the minion side of the Emperor. Then we have the 5 of Pentacles. That's like out in the cold. It's like financial loss, insecurity, isolation. We have the 6 of Wands. That notoriously has represented D-bag and her other boyfriend. He's shown up 3 days in a row, but he took a couple weeks off. His energy's not really here. I think might be the manager reminding us that she's still supervising. Then we have the 5 of Wands. That's a fighting card, straight up. It's like competition, rivalry. And then we have the Sun. The Sun reminds me of Ethan because it's like the sun shines out light on all the secrets because we have the BJ Princess in reverse right below it. Then we have the 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands is, if it was upright, it would tell me that someone's thinking about leaving, like getting out of town. It's in reverse, so it's like they're not going anywhere. It's an unexpected delay. It's like, I'll be here for a minute. We have the Lovers in reverse. I asked specifically about Mazzy, and what showed up, D-bag, the Queen of Swords, or this is the representing the King. Could Mazzy have been involved in the swordmanship part of it? The Lovers in reverse is like, anything in reverse is pretty much the opposite of what it means upright. So this is like a conflict. We have 3 conflict cards on here. And then we have the Cup. Hold on, I'm getting choked up, I think. This is the party where the betrayal happened. Ethan showed us this when he was showing us the betrayal. We have the Knight of Wands. That's front row. We have I call her the BJ Princess sometimes. She's in reverse, which is good for us for this context. That means like her secrets are coming out. It's not going to be hidden anymore. And we have the Sun. All of it's coming to the light. There's no secrecy on these cards. If the Moon was here, upright, then I would say that we're never going to figure this out. But we have the Sun and the High Priestess in reverse. The High Priestess upright is like ride or die. She will never tell your secrets. You can like call her and go to the grave. She will she'll never tell. But in reverse, she talks. And then we have the Eight of Wands. So Scorpio is a water sign. So Mazzy's a triplet, so she's a Scorpio too. But why are all of these fire signs here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the 12 cards. Half of the cards are wands. This is confirming it was that night at that party. Like, there's so much crap out there about like them going to this party and that. I think this happened like at that party with Mazzy. And I think she was sleeping with the enemy, literally. She was definitely involved. Well, obviously, D-Bag just showed up, first card. And then she showed up to remind us that she's micromanaging. The card just jumped. Queen of Cups. What part did you play in this? 3 cards just jumped to. Mazzy, what part did you play? All right. So the cards that jumped, one of them was our golf clubs, literally. I just asked Mazzy what part she played, so we're talking to her subconscious. Oh, the world. I think that she had something to do, well, definitely with the murder weapon. That's what our Ace of Swords has always meant. We have the house built on sand. We have Ethan. The Knight of Pentacles was in reverse. And the King of Pentacles was in reverse. We have a lot of cards in reverse and a lot that aren't. So the Queen of Cups that's in reverse, we got our last couple nights. That's like a codependency. It's like an unhealthy codependency. It's like it's addict behavior. Insecurity. The King of Pentacles in reverse, well, I'll tell you right now, that's like the King of Pentacles, and you never want to see a King of Pentacles in reverse. That's losing everything. It's like indulgence, greed, overextending your finances, like living above your means. We got that though when we did get the stuff with I think I was reading too. You're just gonna have to go look at it. The Knight of Pentacles, he's a slow knight. Like he's not running in and fighting, but he's consistent. And we have the house built on sand. Okay. So Mazzy had direct contact or something to do with the golf clubs. That is the supply, well, depending, but it has represented the trade of humans and drugs. It's people moving and substance moving. This is, can you guys see this? Okay, Chariot. Then we have the Seven of Cups. This is fleeting happiness. Well, we have the Death card. I mean, when we did these readings, oh, Ethan really is here. Oh, the Fool. Oh my gosh, this is our little buddy. And the Sun, they put out the Sun. This is darkness. This is like straight up, we're going into the darkness. And the triplets. The first thing that I noticed, I looked at pictures of both of the hunters. The first thing I noticed about Hunter Chapin was his bushy eyebrows. Conclusion, I think that Hunter did say and is feeling the devil made me do it, and I 100% believe that, and I believe it because he didn't, what wolf do you feed? Fed the darkness, fine. Then now you have the consequences. And you might not get it in this lifetime. That's the problem with karma. Well, it's not a problem. You got to just keep doing it until you get it. See you in 27 lives. And death, that's pretty clear. Oh, so Ethan's here. Hi, Ethan. Thanks for coming. The Sun is the darkness. Oh, straight up. The Sun, the Sun in reverse. 10 of Cups in reverse. That's like all the cups are empty. Oh my gosh, these guys. And then the Two of Pentacles is a duality. It's a choice. Well, the one thing that makes me happy is Ethan's here. So, yes, this is definitely dark side. The D-bags here. And if you don't know who that is, sorry about it. You'll have to just go back and watch them. I'm not going to get myself jammed up because I'm naming anyone. Oh boy, this is not good. Well, I mean, it's fine. I'm glad we're doing this reading. What's not good is, here are the cards. So Scott Green is who we're doing this reading on. There was rumor that it was the dean at the school. I don't even know what to say. I would say that they probably hold a high power position, probably a CEO or owner of a company, something of high power. So this article goes along with the missing audit that is now there for the University of Idaho and the subpoena that Green received from the Attorney General. It says, when Green first took over as president, he faced a daunting financial hole. He said, IU's enrollment numbers were falling while its employment rate had been increasing. IU Chief Financial Officer Brian Foisey told Green IU had 18 months worth of cash left before it became insolvent. Green said the university was on the verge of losing $22 million. Green said he set a campus-wide goal to save the university $14 million, and he praised employees for exceeding that goal to the point that IU reported a small surplus by the end of his first year. Ethan is here, straight up. Floor, so you can see the cards. But I originally thought of doing this just as an audio, and then all of a sudden it was like, no, you have to record this. So did some research after I read on them, just from Wiki, so you could get a little bit of background. But it's also, I'm going to go look for the reading we did about the 2021 audit. I think that was the one that was missing. So the introduction is about 3 minutes long. It's explaining who these guys are. I read the Wiki in case you're driving. I am trying to be very mindful of that. And then you'll be able to see the cards on the floor. With that, I will thank you all for coming and tell you I love you. This is the Wikipedia write-up for Scott Green. He is Coomer Scott Green, born in 1962, is an American businessman and academic administrator serving as the 19th president of the University of Idaho in Moscow. Green took office in July 2019. He has been characterized as a non-traditional choice for the role, as he has neither a doctorate nor a background in higher education. His career. Green began his career at Boise Cascade, a manufacturer of forest products headquartered in Boise. After completing his MBA at Harvard, he worked for Goldman Sachs and ING Bearings. Green served as CAO of Wheel, Goschel and Mannigs. I don't know how to pronounce that. Executive Director at Wilmer Cutler, Pickering, Hale and Dorr, and CEO of Pepper Hamilton. He served as Global Chief Operating and Financial Officer of Hogan Lovells, a multinational law firm in New York City office. In April of 2019, the Idaho State Board of Education unanimously approved Green's appointment to the IU presidency at an annual salary of $420,000. In 2023, President Green initiated a deal with Apollo Global Management to create a nonprofit in an effort to acquire University of Phoenix. In October, Attorney General Raul Labrador subpoenaed Green, demanding a number of records related to the University of Phoenix acquisition. So let's start with Scott Green and just see what his story is. Oh, that was cut weird, but it's a 3 of diamonds. Hold on, I have to recut these into swords. Chariot. Oh, great. Death. He's haunting you, and I'm here for it. All of you. Okay. We have the Queen of Swords. In this context, the Queen of Swords is D-bag. Don't forget about me. Don't forget, I'm here. Hey, you just asked me to come. This has represented. I have a number of nicknames for her because she's earned all of them. So, the only two people, well, mostly this one, Queen of Swords. She's about 22 years old, 114 pounds. Used to live at 1122 King Road. Lived through a massacre. Might have heard of her. This has also shown up as her. But guess what? Guess who showed up? Dun dun dun. Drum roll, please. I'm here. I'm here. Don't forget about me. And then we also have this fake happy home. And the reason I'm calling it fake is because when I figured out that D-Bag was working for both the feds and the organization, whatever that happy home card is in the Cups family. And then every time I saw it after that, it was a decision maker and it was always upright. It was like just kind of a mindfuck. Probably because what they do on the outside, everything looks so perfect. Happy home. And what they were talking about, like a lot of the press releases were like, we were so happy. So we have Dylan as the executioner and the Hierophant and the Emperor because she was pulling all these strings from both sides. That is why Dimitri was reporting to the Emperor and the Hierophant. Because she's two-faced. So she's calling the shots with Quinn and his exporting business, and she's working for the government. Somehow she got to 10 of Cups. This could be a happy home, happy family. They're not going to be that happy when they figure out that you were the only witness to the murder, that you were the Queen of Wands, executioner, whatever you want to call it. I can't believe more people haven't put that together. I can't believe I didn't put that together. This would be so sus if it was like a domestic. The Chariot in this context is the supply, well, depending, but it has represented the trade of humans and drugs. Are we allowed to say that word? I don't know. We're so censored on this. It's people moving and substance moving. This is, oh, can you guys see this? Okay, Chariot. Then we have the Seven of Cups. This is fleeting happiness. Well, we have the Death card. I mean, when we did these readings, oh, Ethan really is here. Oh, the Fool. Oh my gosh, this is our little buddy. And the sun, they put out the sun. This is darkness. This is like straight up, we're going into the darkness. And the triplets. The first thing that I noticed, I looked at pictures of both of the hunters. The first thing I noticed about Hunter Chapin was his bushy eyebrows. Conclusion, I think that Hunter did say and is feeling the devil made me do it, and I 100% believe that, and I believe it because he didn't, what wolf do you feed? Fed the darkness, fine. Then now you have the consequences. And you might not get it in this lifetime. That's the problem with karma. Well, it's not a problem. You got to just keep doing it until you get it. See you in 27 lives. And death, I mean, that's pretty clear. Oh, so Ethan's here. Hi, Ethan. Thanks for coming. The sun is the darkness. Oh, straight up. The sun, the sun in reverse. 10 of Cups in reverse. That's like all the cups are empty. Oh my gosh, these guys. And then the Two of Pentacles is a duality. It's a choice. Well, the one thing that makes me happy is Ethan's here. So Yes, this is definitely Dark Side, the D-bags here. And if you don't know who that is, sorry about it. You'll have to just go back and watch them. I'm not gonna get myself jammed up because I'm naming anyone. Oh boy, this is not good. Well, I mean, it's fine. I'm glad we're doing this reading. What's not good is, here are the cards. So Scott Green is who we're doing this reading on. There was rumor that it was the dean at the school. I don't even know what to say. I would say that they probably hold a high power position, probably a CEO or owner of a company, something of high power. So this article goes along with the missing audit that is now there for the University of Idaho and the subpoena that Green received from the Attorney General. It says, when Green first took over as president, he faced a daunting financial hole. He said, IU's enrollment numbers were falling while its employment rate had been increasing. IU Chief Financial Officer Brian Foisey told Green IU had 18 months worth of cash left before it became insolvent. Green said the university was on the verge of losing $22 million. Green said he set a campus-wide goal to save the university $14 million, and he praised employees for exceeding that goal to the point that IU reported a small surplus by the end of his first year. Ethan is here, straight up. There was rumor that it was the dean at the school. I don't even know what to say. I would say that they probably hold a high power position, probably a CEO or owner of a company, something of high power. So this article goes along with the missing audit that is now there for the University of Idaho and the subpoena that Green received from the Attorney General. It says, when Green first took over as president, he faced a daunting financial hole. He said, IU's enrollment numbers were falling while its employment rate had been increasing. IU Chief Financial Officer Brian Foisey told Green IU had 18 months worth of cash left before it became insolvent. Green said the university was on the verge of losing $22 million. Green said he set a campus-wide goal to save the university $14 million, and he praised employees for exceeding that goal to the point that IU reported a small surplus by the end of his first year. Ethan is here, straight up. Was a snake. And I am pretty sure we have pulled angel cards one time before, and somehow Ethan pulled out the snake the first time. So, you can see this as a number of things. There's a reference in the Christian Bible to an entity that is not of the whitest light. There's a lot of examples that we could talk about. But I think Ethan, I don't know who Ian is, but I will. So what we just got right here is everyone that's watching that knows Ethan. This isn't really for Jim. I'm feeling this is for the friend. I would call them the betrayers. What do we call it? Treasons. You committed treason. You stabbed him in the back. Well, I think he's telling you he's on to you. And he shed his skin, and he's returning new. And it couldn't be any clearer. It says it right on the card. So, sleep well tonight. He also wants to remind you that you had free will, and you could have made other choices. This is called the dress rehearsal. Right on the card, it says alternative choices, alternative course, and choices. Somebody is getting called out so hard right now, and I am here for it. And we have some stairs. That's about your direction and timing. So if there's someone who's in Ethan's life that this is very symbolic of Adam and Eve, might have heard of it. This is very symbolic of the masks that you were wearing that night. And this is very symbolic, the stairs that you went up. So, I hope you got the message, because we're not done. We're going to go on to we'll give Jimbo a try again. And if Ethan has any more messages for any of his Padres out there, we'll keep them coming. But I think that was pretty much a mic drop moment. That was badass, I must say. That was awesome. That was a good save, too. All right. We'll go back to Jim. All right, we have something cute. We have an owl. If we had another snake, I was going to lose it. Okay. This is for Jim Chief. The other message was from Ethan to all of the delinquents out there that are living their best lives. Whether you're in Spain, forgot to check the extradition, or you're back at school, or you're picking up the scholarships. Ethan wants you to know that he is back, and he shed the old skin, and he's back. Good luck. We have a Hawaiian owl. Also, back to Jim. Ethan's not over this, and so I'm kind of waiting to see, if we, you guys all know who it's meant for, got the message. Okay? So now, Jimbo, your ancestral spirit guides are offering you guidance right now. So pay close attention to signs and omens for them. Well, our homie is definitely here. So Jim, you gotta start praying, because your homie's trying to connect with you. All right. Well, that was pretty much the most badass angel reading I've ever seen in my entire life. I was going to do angel cards, but I feel like we're good. So that was a fun night. Thank you for coming. I just want to thank you. That was a really cool mic drop moment. That was really cool, I must say. That was pretty witty. And I don't think I've ever seen anything since or before that. Our recap is going to be very vague. I've got nothing for a recap for you. And Ethan wants to tell everyone that betrayed him that he's back. He shed his old skin and he's in new skin. And that this is a dress rehearsal and you had the opportunity to make different choices. And you fucked up. I mean, you are fucked. And I love it. I'm here for it. I say that every time he does something really witty like that. I just think he's so cool. So with that being said, I will end it on that. I feel like everyone is going to sleep really well tonight, and we are going to send you so much love and light, especially Ethan's friends. If you're having some weird dreams, let us know. Like any snakes in your dreams? It's been fun. Thank you all for coming and have a good night. And he's also showing us the triplets. Wait. Little Miss Muffet. Was Little Miss Muffet the Queen of Swords? Which means D-Bag might have just gotten... Oh, because the Emperor's not here. D-Bag might have just got demoted to Hermit because Little Miss Muffet. And if this doesn't look like a Little Miss Muffet who sat on her tuffet... Wait a second. Is this the delinquent's mother? I'm telling you, there's a woman that runs this organization. This is definitely run by a woman. We also got... Oh, I think it is. We have the Knight of Swords. And we have the Tower. Ew. Ugh. So, whoa. Was our Empress sleeping around? Okay. I'm just gonna get some clarity on... What? Well, I thought that I really hope you guys can see this. Okay, if you are watching this to learn, this probably isn't the right video because, well, you can hardly see them. But the point is that I don't have a certain number that I pull every single time. I just pull what feels right. So if you're a stickler for number, that might be a frustrating thing. I don't know why. I'm not surprised that this mom isn't, or the delinquent's mother. So I was just getting some clarity on the Queen of Swords. We have the Tower in reverse. Something of high power socially on the outside, but they're really struggling with their inner demons and addiction. They cannot sleep. They are so stressed out. It's keeping them up at night because of the decisions they made for Tower. It's called a Tower moment because it's like life-changing, life-ending, whatever. Then we had our party. Is this the party? Yeah, this is the party. This is like, it could be the triplets. It certainly could be the triplets. I don't know. I don't even remember seeing a picture of him at a party with that girl. I just remember hearing it. So I don't know. I don't even really want to read any of these cards in reverse, but we have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands, to me, is representing the people moving side of this organization because it just came out underneath the Chariot. And this is the most phallic card in the tarot. If you don't agree, that's okay. Everyone has their own way of reading them. There's no right or wrong way, and there are no tarot police. And oh no, you guys, this is like, oh man. Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This is also represented, Ethan. There's only 2 wheels in the whole tarot. The Wheel of Fortune and the wheel, what's it called? It's number 21. The World. So this is Ethan. World's done. He went around the wheel. So then we have the Knight of Pentacles. This represented the delinquent. Conclusion. I think that Hunter did say and is feeling the devil made me do it, and I 100% believe that, and I believe it because he didn't wolf do feed, fed the darkness. Fine. Then now you have the consequences, and you might not get it in this lifetime. That's the problem with karma. Well, it's not a problem. You got to just keep doing it until you get it. See, in 27 lives. Represented the delinquent. The star is out. They put a star out. The overkill card. There's no, I mean, you can read this in reverse if you want, but to me, these are all Ethan. I think what we're getting right now is Ethan saying hello. Oh my gosh. Oh man. So I really, really, really cannot wait for this delinquent's mother to get. I want these guys to all get brought down. Like, everyone's talking. Everyone is trying to make a deal with the Hierophant. The Hierophant's here, no Emperor. I mean, what we have here is Ethan, okay? So Ethan had his heart broken by the ultimate betrayal. Ethan was the fool running in, starting his journey. They put the sun out, so that's the dark side, straight up. Wheel of Fortune, that's the end. A wheel is an end. It's full circle. Game over. Start over. 10 of Swords. It was our friend, our little buddy, Ethan's here. It was in reverse when I pulled it, but Ethan always showed us this for the overkill card. Yeah, think. Then, so Ethan straight up is here. We also have the star in reverse. They put a star out. He always got that for his stupid mother. On the Chariot, to me, this is it is an action card, like you're moving. In the traditional tarot, I guess we could have done the Game of Thrones. It's a stationary card, but to me, this is representing that highway. What is it, 70 and 90, I think? Wait, no, 95 goes to Florida, so maybe it's 90. With the sex trafficking, I'm just going to say it, and they're paying for it. Hey, feds, you guys looking for an agent? Oh my gosh, you guys, this is not a joke. This is our cowboy. This is him. It's him. Okay, it's the same. Confirmed 100%. I stand by it. That's the hot cowboy. This is his card. This is hard worker. He's like only happy at work. He's a master of his trade. He might do something with his hands. He might be in construction. He's a good worker. That's the only thing that brings him happiness. This is him. It's him. Welcome back to the party, hot cowboy. So they're moving pentacles. We have, I'm pretty sure that this is Little Miss Muffet in the Game of Thrones. And that is Ethan's mother looking out. But the way he fell is he's looking towards the past. Maybe pondering his horrible decisions that led to the tower. She also represented D-Bag, one of the living roommates. We have the tower. It came in reverse, but in the symbolic thing. And then we have an unhappy home built on sand. They like lie and tell everyone that it's happy, lying. Then we have the fleeting happiness. Sevens this is a fleeting happiness card. What does it actually say? Wishful thinking, daydreaming, yada. I don't read them. I forgot they had words on them until one of my girlfriends saw. 10 of Cups, empty cups, unhappy home. You don't say. Duality, they could have made the choice between good and evil. Death does not mean death on the tarot unless you're reading on the Idaho 4 case. And this to me is 100% literal. So, Ethan's here. What is Scott? Is that his name, Scott Green? Let me just check my TikTok and see. It's in my inbox. Scott Green, what do you have to do with this? If we get the Emperor, that's dark side. If we get the Hierophant, that's the light side. I can't believe this. I feel like it's the US government that's cutting them off. Not to be heroes. And I've never seen the US government in a good light in any reading I've ever done, ever. This is looking like the US government is cutting them off. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. I'm shocked right now. And if you get the Hierophant.
The man accused of killing their brother was arrested. Ethan Chapin's siblings are back on the University of Idaho campus. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Aaron Luna.
And I'm Kirsten O'Connor. Today was the first day of the semester at U of I. And instead of sending 3 of her kids back to school, this mother is sending 2. New on Nightside, our Rania Kaur joins us in studio now. And Rania, Ethan's mom isn't holding back her heartache, but says the family has to look ahead.
That's right. Ethan was a triplet. His siblings, Maisie and Hunter, also go to the University of Idaho. They'll be walking through the same halls their brother did, going to the same restaurants and trying to be just another couple of students, this time without their triplet. Stacey Chapin, Ethan's mom, posting to Facebook saying she hopes they can just be kids right now. For the first time since Brian Koberger's arrest, students are back on the University of Idaho campus. 2 of the students are Ethan Chapin's brother and sister, Hunter and Maisie. Their mom, Stacy, posted this on Facebook saying, "We spent the last 8 weeks, besides the obvious, focused on Maisie and Hunter. Cards, talks, walks, hikes, tears, you name it." She dropped both of them back on campus yesterday. She goes on to say, "Maisie and Hunter are rock stars, and we couldn't be more proud of them. Their job now is just be kids, start where they left off, keep goals and aspirations in mind." Ethan's parents still haven't been able to pick up his things from Moscow. His mom says that's 2 cars and a nice set of golf clubs. Her Facebook post also says, "We've managed, grieved, talked, and continue to try and process our new normal. However, nothing has changed. We spend no time being angry. That would be energy not well spent, and it still wouldn't change the outcome. We have to look ahead." She ended her post with a quote from American philosopher Nicholas Wolterstorff, "And I shall allow the memories to prod me into doing better with all those still living." To read Stacey Chapin's entire post, go to this story at kxly.com. In studio tonight, I'm Rania Kaur, 4 News Now.
Then that's the US government. And if we get the Emperor, that's the dark side. So Scott Green, what do you have to do with Ethan? The Hermit in reverse. Oh, this is his delinquent brother. Almost 3 people played the Hermit at various points in the unfolding of the story. Like the first few times that it was showing up, it was breaking down the communications and how it all worked. Then it was the delinquent's brother, like the delinquent brother. And then it was at the very end when little Miss Muffet came. It was D-bag. She got demoted. She was never really demoted. The way that I'm looking back now and processing it is Ethan was showing us the betrayals as he was seeing them that night. Number 30. That was the last one we did. So the way that I now have, visit the Monday morning quarterback with the advantage of hindsight, I can look back now and unveiling it to us was the way he was learning it that night. So in 30 readings, we did like his 6 hours or 5 hours. This is a real mental illness. I'm not joking. This is legit. I'm going to put it over here with the mother. But what I'm telling you is that she was balls deep in this too. And I don't even know where to look. Oh, okay. So then we have the King of Swords. We have the Hanged Man.